In this video, I'm going to walk you through how to model this object in Solidworks, from the very first sketch all the way to the finished, colored part. Let's jump right in. We're going to start on the front plane. Once you're in your sketch, draw two circles from the same center point, one with a diameter of 45 millimeters and another larger one at 60 millimeters. Next, draw a line to the right side of both circles. Then add four vertical lines, two near the top and two near the bottom. For the two lines closest to the center, set their length to 3 millimeters. For the outer lines on both ends, set those to 8 millimeters. Now connect the ends of each of these lines to the circumference of the circles, so everything ties together into one continuous shape. Once that's done, go back and set the length of those vertical lines, measured from the center of the circle, to 55 millimeters. This stretches the shape out to its proper size. At this point, go through and delete all the unnecessary construction lines, leaving just the clean outline of your final shape. Now we're going to add a second feature. Draw a horizontal line from the center, going to the left of the circle, with a length of 35 millimeters. From the endpoint of that line, draw one line going upward and another going downward. Then connect each of these to the circumference using horizontal lines. Set the height of both of those vertical lines to 9 millimeters. Once again, clean up the sketch by deleting anything you don't need. With the sketch finished, head over to the Features tab and select Extrude. We're going to extrude this shape in both directions, so click direction 2 on the left side of the tab and set both sides to extrude 25 millimeters. Now start a new sketch on this surface. Select this edge and draw a line from the edge going to the left and another going up. Set both of these lines to 12 millimeters. Repeat the same process on the opposite corner. Now draw another line from this point and drag it until you see a blue dashed line appear. That's Solidworks telling you this line matches the length or the position of the line parallel to it. Do the same thing on the other side. At each of these points, draw a circle with a diameter of 10 millimeters. Head back to the Features tab, but this time, select Extruded Cut. Use this to cut a hole straight through the object. Once you click it, you'll see a yellow arrow showing how far the cut goes. Drag that arrow until it passes completely through the object and click OK. Now select these edges and click the Fillet tool up in the top tab. Set the fillet length to 5 millimeters and click OK to smooth out those edges. Now, let's focus on the two tall structures on the top and bottom of the object. Start by selecting the right view for your next sketch. Draw a line from the center, going up, and another going down, and set both of these to 55 millimeters. At the endpoint of each line, draw a circle at 18 millimeters diameter, and then draw a second, larger circle on the same point at 36 millimeters. Connect the edges of both outer circles together and delete any extra lines you don't need. Once your sketch is ready, extrude it in both directions, 18 millimeters on each side. Now we need to remove the section covering the hole we made earlier. Select a surface like this one and draw a circle from the center out to the edge of the hole. Then use Extruded Cut again, drag the arrow until it passes through everything, and click OK. That clears out the hole. Next, click this surface and start a new sketch. Draw a vertical line from this point up to any point that doesn't touch the surface of the object. Then draw two horizontal lines from the endpoint, one to the left, one to the right, each set to 6 millimeters. Connect their ends to the circumference of the circle. Then grab the Arc tool from the sketch menu, connect those two endpoints, and shape the curve to match the curve of the object at that point. Repeat this exact same process on the bottom end of the object. Then once both sketches are done, use the Extruded Cut tool to create the groove in the middle of this part. Finally, let's create the slanted section on the side. Select the front plane to sketch on. Draw a line downward from this point and set the length to 15 millimeters. Connect the endpoint of that line to this other endpoint. Then use the Line and Arc tools to trace out the full outline of the object at this section. Delete any extra lines once you're done. Click Extrude and extrude on both sides to a length of 3 millimeters. To finish things off and make the part look a little more polished, click the Appearance icon and choose a color from the panel on the right. Then click OK. And that's it. You've just modeled this entire object in Solidworks. If this video helped you out, follow for more Solidworks tutorials, and I'll see you in the next one.